Hi, Bob Armstrong here with a short demo of HelloWorld in CoSy. I'm going to skip down. If you go to CoSy, you'll see link to download from GitHub, and there's a YouTube on downloading it and running it. Uh, and when you get it pulled up, this is what you should see. And just to, in a sense, follow the instructions that I've got here, well, let me tap F12. That's what I say. That puts down what I call a timeline, so you can keep time-stamped records of things. I can write some crap down and hit F11 and put down a timestamp, which also saved that text, so that's immortally in there until I erase it. And this is sort of directed to show the fourth people. If you look at the definitions of the keys up here, you'll see Shift F6 evaluates the line under the cursor, and that's going directly to Riva fourth, which is an x86 fourth. And F6, which is really, in a sense, the main key, evaluates the line expecting a CoSy list as the result. In any case, for the fourth group, let me go and just do 1, 2, minus, dot, and now I'm hitting Shift F6, and get the result -1. But here, let's get to the APL level of vocabulary, which is the real thing that CoSy adds to fourth with dynamic lists. So here's my hello world, and let me execute that. And so you see, it produced the result, which got output directly to the result window. But to show that that's a really returned as an object, and a list, very a la Arthur Whitney's K. Apply a traditional APL word reverse, and you can see here it is reversed. A very traditional and very core APL word is count, or the traditional APL that sticks in my mind is the Greek letter rho, and that's the count of the number of items in the list. And that, in fact, is the second cell in the header of the object. The first is type, which in this case, of course, is a string, character list. But if we go down here, we can sort of start seeing what is the nature of the APL vocabulary. First, though, another little trip to the fourth side of things. This is the definition of the word hello world. I'm making a colon says start a definition. The next word is the name, and a word is any non-blank string of characters. And then here's the string hello world, and semicolon ends the definition. And I have fixed that, so now I have the word hello world. And now to show what is added by the APL is the word take here goes and takes 23 character. It extends the thing to 23, the phrase to 23 characters, which happens to be a prime. And then it makes 7. It makes a list of 7 of those. So it's 7 by 23. So take, and I execute that. There's what we have, 7 rows, if you will, by 23 columns. Now, if, and it stored that result in a temp T0 and went and returned it, so it got displayed. Now if I take that and duplicate it, now tick is fourth. It gives the address of that function, reverse, and then tick M is one of the words that applies things to each item of something, and that's applies monadically. It expects just one object here, and it applies this function to it. And then it goes, and again, you see tick CL concatenates lists, and it's applying that to each of these results. That actually should be able to be, we're going to see here whether that should be each M2, because it's just, yeah. Whoa, that should have been a lowercase d. As you see, and this is what I'm working on most strongly, is to lock up all exceptions. But in any case, lowercase d for dyadic, meaning it's taking two items, the original T0. Oh, I better go through here because I haven't re-executed this. So let me execute that, let me execute that, let me execute that, and now we are here. So it's taking that, it's duplicating it, it's reversing each of those lines, and then it's concatenating each of those lines dyadically, the original copy and the duplicated copy. So this is what we get. And then this last line takes the result, and the result of the last operation is always stored in R0, uppercase to avoid conflict with the fourth R0, duplicates that, it duplicates this image here, and then reverses that, which reverses those 7 lines, and then again it concatenates the two lists together, and we get this, which have to change the display settings to show completely, but that's a demo of the APL level of list functions that are on top of the x86 Riva 4th.